Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 2nd and 4. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Right, 80.
Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And a tackle going to be made at the 38. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the 29, Burrow. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. outside corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the set.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back to throw now on first down. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TV.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On second, here's Algier. And some room to roam now. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And he's brought down. 66 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Patterson, touchdown, Falcons. They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go.
11-90.
On 2nd and 15 now. Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Here we go. 11, Tommy.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Here we go.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
11 empty.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll run for it with Algier, and they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bengals will get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
11-90. Here we go. Get in the huddle.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And a fake attempt here, not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them, because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for two.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a one-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 12. 12. Dot.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
11. 11. 12. 12. 12.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Got it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got the tight end first, so right side complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. Into the hands of Bird over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Complete to Demir Bird. A gain of 14.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
84 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Opposite. Green.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Algier with another carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 51 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane that could really break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run. It's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They run for it with Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
11, Thomas. 12. 11, MT, paint. 11, MT, paint.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to get this up to midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
11. 11.
From midfield now, Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
11 MP paint. 12. 11. 12. 11 Thomas. 11 MP. 11 Mighty. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. Forced out to his left. That's taken in by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Here we go.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
11.
Burrow will throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
11 Thomas. 12. 11 MP. 11. 11 Mighty.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Starting the drive with Algier. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd down, here's Algier. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They'll stick with Algier. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Coup now for the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 30, Bengals 14. Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
Here we go.
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete to Chase. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
12.
Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Here we go.
Complete to Joe Mixon.
11 MT.
They'll run it with P-Ryan. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
12.
Now Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
11.
Taken down.
Here's Burrow. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying
to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush. What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Well, not good at all. Punt him just 24 yards there. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Ready. Blue check. Flight 97.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
52 blaster. Ready.
He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.